What's going on, everybody? Car Guy V8 here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about my budget Vortec headed 383 stroker and how I just recently hit 1,000 miles on that engine. And what are my thoughts so far? So far, I'm really loving the 383 stroker setup. The old engine that I had in this truck was a 355 with AFR enforcer heads and a little bit bigger cam. The enforcer heads flow a little bit better than Vortec heads, but not a whole lot better. So I knew the 383 would make more low end and mid-range torque, which is why I put it in, but it honestly surprised me how much better it feels below 4,000 RPMs than the old 355 did. It's night and day difference. It is a ton of fun with this 383 stroker, and I find myself scalding its one rear tire quite often. It's got a 308 rear end and a little stall converter, so it's really easy to do. Burnouts for days with this engine. It is a ton of fun to drive. With all the extra torque that the 383 produces, city street driving becomes quite easy. You can just light throttle the truck around and easily be keeping up with traffic. Then once you hit the interstate with my 308 rear gears, I'm doing about 3,000 RPM at 72, 75, somewhere around there. And you can just cruise that all day. And since that's third gear of the Turbo 400, you're already up there in the power band, don't even have to downshift to pass. You just hit the throttle, go around whoever you need to. And if you do, want to test out the truck, see what it can do, I've personally pulled off a 5.3 second 0 to 60 using an app, and that was with some tire spin too, so there's a little more in the truck, but it is really fast and fun as it is. So far, I'm averaging about 9 to 10 miles per gallon using an Edelbrock 1406 carburetor, and that's with city driving, highway driving, and that's also with about 4 to 5 full throttle accelerations every time I take the truck out, maybe more sometimes. It's fun to drive, as I said. So it would get obviously better miles per gallon if I wasn't full throttle accelerating so much, but it's hard not to when you're driving an old school hot rod, if you know what I mean. After 1,000 street miles, I've grown to really like this 383 stroker. Now, for most street applications, a 350 is more than adequate, especially a built-up one. But if you've got the extra coin laying around, I would say definitely go for the 383. The extra 33 cubic inches are definitely worth it, in my opinion, especially in the torque department. Now, first I had this engine in my 78 Camaro. Now it's in my 79 Stepside. So in the near future, you know how I've got a tendency to swap things around just because I can. So this engine is liable to find its way into one of my other projects in the future. So stay tuned to the channel. I think y'all really like what I have planned next.